See, microaggressions are those words or actions that are diminishing or isolating at an individual level. So as a person, if I say something to someone, that makes it a microaggression because it was done by me. Okay. Now, types of microaggressions, I gave you a couple examples already, and I'm going to try and get through all of these because I promised to get you all of the information you need within a decent amount of time here. Those invalidations are sometimes seen as a joke. So how many of you have ever heard maybe a blonde joke? Or maybe you've heard a joke about people of different faiths walking into a bar? How many of you can go like, oh yeah, I've done that? See, here's the thing. If you are minimizing someone else's existence simply because of who they are, if you're making a joke about something, or maybe your response to something is, I was just joking, don't take it so personally, then what you're actually doing is exhibiting a micro invalidation. Now, this could be unintentional. Again, sometimes people have different senses of humor. It could be unintentional. I'm going to give you an opportunity at the end of this to learn a little bit more about other pieces we do. And one of the other courses that we offer is to overcome and to make sure you tell people when they exhibit a microaggression, how you can overcome that and address that. Now, something that is not able to be disguised as unintentional or as a joke is a microassault. These are intentional messages of hate and insult. So slurs, hate crimes, I'm not going to give you examples because that would be traumatizing and more hurtful again. But if you are using slurs or hate crimes, or you are purposely, intentionally treating people poorly because of who they are, then you might be exhibiting a micro assault. On the other hand, if you are receiving that, that is a micro assault. Now, the last type of microaggressions, or again, those individual aggressions, are micro insults. These are the ones that are sometimes seen as backhanded compliments. So when I gave you that example earlier of, gosh, you speak so well, it's meant as a compliment, right? For myself, I used to be very large, just under 500 pounds. And I used to get told all the time, gosh, Megan, you have such a pretty face. And I'd be like, okay, is the rest of me not pretty? Right? Again, backhanded compliments. Maybe the intention was to say you have such a pretty face, but how I took it was, okay, is the rest of me not pretty enough for you? Now, some of you might be watching this going, oh my gosh, Megan, I feel like I can't say anything, like everything. I mean, really, there's so much. Yes, there is so much, because in our society, we have just been taught to minimize everyone's experiences, and we have been taught to kind of be sarcastic in the way we speak. Now, I am very sarcastic. I'm right there with you. I also need to recognize who I am speaking with and what I am saying and how I am saying it, and whether there is a relationship there for someone to recognize and acknowledge what my intentions are, because ultimately our intentions don't always equal our impact. Now, we have 7 core principles of how we approach the work. I didn't go into that today because I'm not here to tell you about us squared. I'm here to give you things that you can plant in your life, that you can reflect on, that you can learn about yourself, and ultimately impact your business in the best way possible. And if it's not going to impact your business, I want it to at least impact the relationships with people you have in your life. So I'm going to give you an opportunity to learn who we are, and I'll tell you about all that. But I just want to give you things that you can learn from and gain value from.